Hello Virgo, and welcome to your reading for the weeks covering August the 13th through 26th, 2024. This is a reading if you are a Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising, or have another significant Virgo placement in your chart. If you're new to this channel, welcome, it's good to have you, and if you're returning, welcome back. On this channel, in addition to tarot videos, I post 6 signs every 2 weeks. I'll do Aries through Virgo, and then I will do Libra through Pisces. And in addition, I also have my channelings of Archangel Azrael, and I also post my morning Instagram live stream that I do just about every day, unless for some reason I'm not going to be around or available. And that is called Morning Coffee with Breege and has a different theme and also an additional reading each day. So if you want to be informed about all these videos as they come out, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified. And of course, if you do like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Links to more about my work, my services, and what I do is in the description box below at my website, and also my social media links are there as well. Okay, so here we are getting through Mercury retrograde. The end period of this reading will be just the day before Mercury retrograde ends, but we all know that post-shadow can also bring a little bit of hairiness. There is a T-square in what they call the immutable signs, of which you are one, Virgo. So the period between the 14th and the 19th of August may be very significant for you. There's a chance and some opportunity there for some positive changes. The full moon on the 17th is a full moon in Aquarius. Okay, and so Aquarius, of course, is forward thinking. There's a lot of new ideas that are coming in at this time. I'm seeing a lot of Aquarian energy showing up in the readings that I'm doing that are saying, detach from situations, kind of look at them from an unemotional standpoint. And also being able to expand and move past and think differently about things, I feel is all connected with Aquarius, as well as other things just having to do with, Aquarius has to do with futuristic technology and things like that. We know Pluto's moving into Aquarius. Certainly, right now it's retrograding through Capricorn, but by the time we get to the end of this year, it will be moving forward and will be in Aquarius for about 40 years. So we definitely seem to be moving into that space. This full moon does feel significant for a lot of people, so so we'll see what comes up for you in this space. So what I do, if you're not familiar with these readings, these are the 12 houses of astrology, and then we also have a center card, and so I interpret the cards in terms of the positions of the astrological house. The deck I use is Murray Hope's Way of Cartouche, and I will clarify the deck with a tarot reading, and this week we are using the Barbara Walker Tarot. Our extra oracle card pull is going to be from the Between Worlds Oracle. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing here, there seems to be some conversations around money. We have air in the second house, so there does seem to be there could be some movement of money, maybe moving things between accounts. But I don't know, air to me feels like messages, like there's going to be messages going back and forth about finances in some way. You actually got air in the second house last time, Virgo, and I feel like this is saying there may be a situation connected to finances that maybe you need to detach from as well, or take a look, like an objective outside look, maybe something where maybe there's too much emotion involved, and maybe you need to look at it from an external viewpoint. There does seem to be some problems in communication here, because we do have the Seth in the third house. Something where maybe you feel like you have to explain or defend yourself or protect yourself. This is also the house, this could have to do with business for some people. Maybe there's something in business dealings that is, again, where you have to protect your own interests. This also has to do with sibling relationships. So this could potentially have to do with a brother or sister, if that applies. So, so there's something here where it's some kind of a situation connected to communication where perhaps you feel that you need to protect yourself, or you need to diplomatically explain your situation. But Anubis here does seem to ensure that there is a situation where you are protected. I think there's an anxiety that maybe you are not, but Anubis would definitely suggest protection in that sense. All right, hang on a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I was like, something's off here. I'm missing an extra card. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so it's still, there's definitely something here that's going on. So I don't know, this may be a situation that has to be navigated carefully. Anubis does indicate the ability to navigate your way through a situation. And sometimes there's a need to laugh at a situation too. If it seems like it's something that's just too absurd. But But there's definitely the sense here of navigating your way through something and being protected in the process. You do need to be more confident in yourself when the Crook and Flail shows up in the first house. There's definitely a strong sense of discipline and of what is just and what is right. Okay, that's definitely being projected in your personality. But there also, Crook and Flail shows up when there is a need for confidence. So, and it could be that that's what you're displaying right now, that you are feeling confident, that that's what people are seeing. But definitely you are projecting yourself as, definitely working towards what is just and what is right here. Not only for yourself, but perhaps for others. Now, something's happening here in the fourth house. This is the house of the Cancer energy. This is water. So this water in the fourth house can indicate a move. Okay, now it could be you moving, it could be somebody in your family moving. I don't know if they're moving across water because we do have water here. I don't know if water is going to be a factor, if somebody has a water leak or something in their house, or if they have flooding. I don't know. That's sometimes possible as well. But there's something here about a shifting or changing situation, or a very emotional situation in this house of Cancer, which is the house of home and family. So I don't know, there definitely seems to be some kind of a change here. So it's either connected to the physical home or it's connected to the family or a family situation. But I kind of feel like there's a lot of emotions right now that are coming into play. We're going to clarify to see what that's about. But yeah, you definitely have this strong water energy here. Okay, some of you may be working on projects or something that are very crafty here. You've got Hathor here in the fifth house. So oftentimes this is things that have to do, that are very homey. It could be like that you're baking, or it could be that you are, doing a sewing project, or you're doing, making something, like you're making crafts, making arts and crafts, things like that. This is very, very domestic energy with Hathor. For some people, sometimes this is something centered around children. So there could be something connected to you, especially if you're a mother, or maybe this has to do with somebody having children, but this can also be a strong motherly vibe here, so your focus might be on your children right now. Now, Hathor in this house, if this is about love or love affairs, because the fifth and the seventh house have to do with relationships. If you're somebody who is looking for love, then I don't know. This doesn't. It seems like there could be a strong physical attraction with somebody, or maybe somebody's attracted to you, but I don't know. But right now, this doesn't feel to me like new relationship energy. It feels more like you might be focused on getting yourself organized here and serious over here. Maybe there's a physical attraction with somebody, or maybe you even just have a partner who's very either physically strong or physically attractive. For people who are already married, this card here can indicate just that there have been some, basically a situation that's weathered some bumps. Okay, and again, I don't mean that necessarily your relationship is in crisis, just that there seems to either be a lot of physical exertion, maybe there's some physical concerns about your partner, but there's something here about, again, maybe even either needing to keep an open mind about something, or situations where it's kind of like you're taking the rough with the smooth a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have Thoth here in the sixth house. So yeah, there could be some people could be focused on health, whether it's your own health or somebody else's. Horus does seem to indicate health concerns of some kind. Of course, it's not a negative card with regard to health, mind you. It's usually a card of healing. And this could be healing not just of the physical body, but it could also be mental healing of some kind. So, I know some people might be going to a therapist or doing something like that. That's always a possibility here. There does seem to be certain kinds of worries. This has jumped into my head. This is a house, this is your own house, this is Virgo energy. And Thoth here can indicate that the things you are worried about are going to be solved in the right time. Okay? That's coming up as this, right time kind of energy. So that's interesting. So take that as it resonates there. Now, if you are working, and just trying to move some things around here because I feel like they're a bit off here. Okay, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah. I feel like there is okay, so if I look at your 10th house here, if those of you who are employed, working for somebody, yeah, we've got Horus up here too. We've got Horus and Thoth, and these are both cards of healing. So I don't know, there seems to be a strong focus on health and healing. I mean, Horus can be a very creative energy. It can be something where a lot of energy is being devoted to family right now. when this comes up in the 10th house. Like this is your legacy, this is the thing that you're offering. It can also indicate somebody getting involved in a healing profession of some kind. Or perhaps a creative profession as well. This is strong Leo energy, and again, it's a very creative card, but I can't help seeing it paired with Thoth here, 6 in the 10th house. I can't help feeling that there's something here that's either around physical health, healing, and again, possibly a family situation as well. I don't know, maybe somebody works in family counseling, or maybe healing is the focus of something. If there has been a situation in your job or career that has been, you've had some difficulties, Horus would suggest being able to overcome them. Again, there's a strong sense like that of Sirius, like having what it takes, having the charisma, having the charm, having the recognition to be able to do the thing that you need to do, or to have success. You do have Urias here in the 8th house. Okay, this is Scorpio energy. This is the house of transformation, birth and death, and things like that. So Urias here indicates something not turning out the way that you expect. Now, generally, though, Urias is a good omen. It generally comes up when we have a very pessimistic view of something, and it kind of says, things are not quite what they appear to be. So there could be some kind of a twist and turn. This could have to do with a joint financial situation, or this could have to do with just some kind of life change. Your life could be taking a very different path soon that you are not expecting. So that's quite interesting there. You've got the winged disc in the 9th house. So if anybody's dealing with legal matters or legal issues, this would indicate success in overcoming them. This can also have to do with long distance travel, higher education, and spirituality. Okay, so again, see where that fits in for you, because not everybody, for instance, works in education or is going to school. Not everybody is traveling. Spirituality is not everybody's thing. So whatever it is, whatever issues you've been having here, this seems to indicate being able to take flight. I mean, this is a card of success. So whatever it is you're trying to do, maybe you're going to take a long trip that's going to be successful. Maybe you're getting involved going back to school, or maybe even you're teaching something in which you're going to be successful. Whatever it is, there's something here about you spreading your wings, kind of seeing possibilities, expanding your horizons, which is great, because Sagittarius energy of the 9th house is Jupiter energy. It is expansive. There does seem to be a friendship that is going to be very important right now. You've got the twins in the 11th house. This could be a friendship, or this could be could be telling you that in order to manifest or meet your goals, you're going to need the help of another person. That's another possibility here too. But the twins in the house of friendship in the Aquarius house does suggest to me that there's going to be another person of consequence here. But this feels like a helpful energy, not a negative one. Again, we're going to clarify these. And yeah, you've got Sphinx here, so there's worries about what is hidden, okay? Sphinx is a card of excavation, and in the 12th house, I also feel like maybe you've been doing a lot of work lately, really spiritual kind of work, or just ancestral work comes to mind. Like there's just stuff that's coming up. You're exploring the origins of things that are connected to your soul or to your life or to your identity. Like you're looking at all of these hidden things. Sphinx has to do with what's hidden and excavating what's hidden. So I feel like a lot of you may be doing that kind of work right now. Overall, this is telling you that the work that you are doing is going to be rewarded. So if you feel that there's a lot of here that suggests that you are kind of pushing through things and trying to get things sorted out, and or just putting a lot of effort or labor into something. And maybe there's a sense that, I'm doing this for what? But Buckle of Isis would suggest that you're not doing it for naught. Let's just clarify here. Oh yeah, you've got this 9 of Wands energy in the 1st house. This is the wounded warrior. You're tired of whatever crap is going on right now. Yeah, you've got issues with money where you're not sure what's real and what's imagined. It's because you've got the 7 of Cups here, so there may be a sense of that may be why you need to detach from a situation a little bit, because it's difficult to figure out right now what's going on with something. Okay. Let's see. All right, we got this one. 1, 2, And we'll put these two in the center. All right. Yeah, so you're feeling this defensiveness here. You've got this defense card. I'm covering it up because there seems to be a lot of nudity in these cards. So, you know, YouTube does not like that. So yeah, this is a card of feeling, this is like, again, this is a person who's tired and worn out. You know, you definitely are fighting for what's right here, but you are tired of fighting, okay? In the second house here, yeah, we've got the Seven of Cups energy. And Seven of Cups energy is where we're trying to separate what's fact from fiction here. And this is showing up in the house of money. Maybe that's what these messages have to do with, you know, trying to figure out what's real and what's imagined. Or this may be factoring in somehow. But Seven of Cups, ultimately, yeah, it just seems like there's many possibilities here. And maybe what the truth is of the situation is not really quite evident yet. We do have, okay, yeah, and with this, whatever this communication problem is, or communication or business problem or sibling problem that, you know, we do have the moon here. Again, there's this sense of something is not clear. You have to follow your gut instincts on something because communications may not be clear. They may not be true in some way. People may not be openly sharing with you. There's a lot here about you feeling confused, potentially about business, potentially about a family thing, potentially about money here. Yeah, we're also seeing the Five of Pentacles in this house. So water can also, Five of Pentacles is worrying about destitution and financial hardship, and this is in the house of home and family. So I don't know if this has to do with you, maybe worrying about keeping your home or something, something with your own finances, or whether this has to do with somebody in your family, maybe with your mom. Because this is the house of the mother, but it does not have to be. But Five of Pentacles here is, yeah, and this is also the sense of feeling isolated and alone. Five of Pentacles often comes up when we feel like we are the ones who are excluded or left out of a situation. Water also can be fluidity. It can also indicate something flowing in and flowing out again just as fast. So, yeah, there definitely seems, I don't know if this whole thing is around a family situation, that's unclear, but it just seems that right now what's right in front of us is not, or what's right in front of you in your situation is not, you're not really seeing the situation for what it really is right now. Like there's missing information, or there's just something that hasn't occurred yet. On the whole though, when I see this, I feel like it's saying, you don't want to play the script that you are, that you're disenfranchised. This is often about stopping the childhood tape is often what happens when this card comes up. But again, take it as it resonates for you. Okay, with Hathor here, we have the Eight of Wands. This has come up for a lot of people. And Eight of Wands, this is Bellerophon falling off of Pegasus. And Eight of Wands often has to do with very rapid communications about something. And the idea that maybe we're trying to keep up with something that's moving very fast. We don't want to fall off the horse, so to speak. And this is showing up with this idea of something crafty. Now, Hathor here also has to do with, like I said, it can have to do with children. It can have to do with something else. So there could be travel to see children, or there could be travel to see a lover or a loved one. And there could be some rapid going back and forth or rapid communications there. Maybe something where you feel like you're trying to keep up with something and not fall off the horse. I feel Barbara Walker has a very negative view of the Eight of Wands, and I don't really see it that way. I see this as a card, a positive card of kind of movement and change. This could also be, like I said, though, if this is a card of crafts or of making things, maybe there's going to be sudden communication or movement in terms of, if let's just say you're trying to do something with those crafts. Let's just say you want to sell them or make a business out of it or do something like that. Like I feel like there could be some messages or some rapid movement on that. It's going to depend. Again, it's going to be different for different people. If we compare it to the Libra house, which is the other house of relationship, we see these difficulties here. But again, we also have the sun. So again, for some of you, if you are married, this could center around children, if you have children. But the sun is a happy card, so it brings a happy conclusion to things. This can also just be about clarity and positivity. I try to put those two words together in a relationship, and this generally does indicate happiness. So that's definitely a good thing. Maybe even happiness through children, just kind of seeing the way that this is, and also seeing a lot of this family energy here coming about. So with Thoth, we have the Death card in the 6th house. So I don't know if there is a concern about a loss. or a worry, because remember I said Thoth here can have to do, because there's a medical inflection to it, I don't know if you're worried about a potential life or death situation. For somebody, I'm not saying this is for you, or just that there may be a medical situation that may require some kind of a change. Because death doesn't have to mean, death rarely in a reading does not mean, usually almost never means physical death. But there could be some concerns with that for some people. But ultimately, I just think you're worried about certain shifts and changes. This could be with a job for some people as well, because 6th house, as I mentioned, is the house of service, or house of a job. Like there's something here that's coming to an end. But whatever's ending is ending at the right time. I mean, I feel like Thoth is suggesting that there's going to be something coming to an end. So whether or not this has to do with this mental worry, this anguish that you're having, whether this is the end of a health concern, or just a transformation, because Thoth also has a very strong karmic bent to it. So this could be something where whatever has been occupying your time or concerning you, or whatever you've had to spend your time doing for others, there's something, I'm going to use the word karmic, but what I mean here is just that there's something about it that's just, it's an energy of, this is the path that you're on that's out of your control. I don't know how else to put it. This is an action that you're taking, whatever's happening is happening. You can use the expression divine time, but it's just this idea that you're being propelled forward. It's not something that you're controlling in any way. And there does seem to be some changes that are going to be coming. And I have a feeling these changes are actually going to be helpful changes. Now with Urias, we have the 5 of Wands, which they're calling the impasse card. Yeah, this has to do with the meddling of other people and somebody else's finances is what this looks like. But Urias would indicate outwitting adversaries if that's the case. So this says to me that if there's something where you feel like somebody's going to get the better of you, hold tight and make it. The number 9 seems to be important. I don't know why. I don't know. You've got the 9 here. You've got a 9 here. 18. This is number 9. And then you've got a 9. Now this is a 5, but I don't know. Some kind of meddling from somebody else is not going to turn out to be, I don't know. It's not going to have as grave of a consequence as I think that that maybe it's going to appear. There does seem to be a sense of, getting the better of people who don't have your interests here with Urias. So, but again, seeing that with some of these other cards, seeing the death card, I feel like your life is about to take a turn. It's not something that is visible to you right now. I also don't think it's a negative thing. Yeah, with the winged disc here in the 9th house, you've also got the Hermit. This is your own energy. This is Virgo energy. And this is also about handling with something with care and caution, maybe even getting somebody who is experienced or a mentor to help you with something. And again, I don't know why I'm feeling like this is around legal matters for some of you, but this can also just be a sense that you are delving into your own personal wisdom. The fact that I'm seeing all this excavation here in the 9th house, maybe you've been delving more deeply into matters of spirituality or belief or something like that, or maybe you've just been wanting to educate yourself more, expand your horizons more about things that are more internal than external. But there's definitely a sense of retreat here that's going to be worthwhile, that's going to lead to some kind of success or some kind of clarity. Now you've got the 10 of Cups up here, so this is good with Horus. So for those of you in a work profession, this is about your career, then this is certainly a very positive omen, in which case I would take this as Leo energy, you being recognized for what you're doing. And 10 of Cups meaning, harmony in the community, whether that be a family community, because again, this is a family card. There's a strong family vibe to this too. So there could be something that you're doing with family that's going to come out as you wish. It can also just, if this is job or career, this could indicate you working in something having to do with healing or something very creative, or just being in a job situation. Maybe if there has been problems, you being able to finally be recognized for what you're doing and getting what you wish. Now we have the Chariot here with the twins. So this does seem to have to do with a trip of some kind. So yeah, we do have this kind of opposite this 5th house where we have the 8 of Wands. So yeah, I feel like there's going to be a trip. For some of you, maybe this is a trip to visit children, or again, to visit a loved one or a lover, or maybe just a good friend. All of those things are possible, but it does seem like there's some kind of a pairing, and I don't know if this is a trip that's going to do that, but whatever this is, there's a sense here of getting a situation under control, okay? Controlling your chariot, like getting things, taking charge of a particular situation. And again, I feel like the twins indicate somebody who's going to help you. Whether that is connected to the travel or not, the fact that they're showing up together makes me think that for some of you, there's going to be a trip where somebody's going to help get things under control. But this could just literally mean a friend who helps you get things under control. Now with Sphinx, we have the Nine of Pentacles, okay? So this is showing up, so there may be concerns about security, particularly financial security and independence here. And again, that whether this is your own or somebody else's, I don't know, but there does seem to be a lot, whatever's being excavated here, a lot of it may have to do with your own personal sense of security and how you feel as a strong, independent person, which again, this is strong earth energy. You are a strong, independent, practical person, Virgo. You generally tend to be somebody who is, they'll use the term perfectionist, but you're very detail oriented. You like things to be right, and you tend to have a very grounded approach to everything. So I don't know. So this excavation here, there may be a looking at your security or at what makes you feel secure here. And overall with this Buckle of Isis, this is a card of sacrifice, and so is the Hanged Man. This is a card of sacrifice. This is, what you've emptied yourself of, what you've given up is going to be filled up. But we also have Mother Kali here. We have the Queen of Swords. And again, I have to cover this card up because it's a little graphic. But there's this idea here of you getting clarity on a situation. Queen of Swords is somebody who cuts through without any emotion. It's like, you can see through something, cut the crap, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do it right. And it seems like your approach to that in that way is going to yield a reward, even if it means, what I keep feeling is like, even if it means taking an emotional distance from somebody, even if it means, it's kind of like a no nonsense approach. And even if you feel like there's something about it that, it's a thankless job, or you're not going to be rewarded, or you have to defend yourself, or you're tired of it, I feel like ultimately it's saying the sacrifices you're making are going to end up being worth it. So, but it does feel to me like there's some situations here. This feels like this is around family to me. I don't know. This feels like it's around family stuff or family money or something like that. But there is a sense that there's something about the situation that you're not seeing, but things may not be as bad as they appear. There definitely seems to be some concerns about hardship of some kind, but there are changes coming that you have not seen yet. So let's see what the Between Worlds Oracle has to say. Oh yeah, kinfolk. Something going on around family here for you, or at least whoever this is meant for. Okay, so what does the kinfolk card mean? This card calls forth family of all sorts: familial, chosen, ecological, and spiritual. Your closest relationships are a practice in mutual vulnerability, and your strength is multiplied in the affirming, healthy bonds you build with them. Can you see others as they are, and in turn allow them to see you? Okay, so yeah, I do feel like family focus. Family seems to be your focus right now, Virgo, in whatever's going on. It does feel like whatever sacrifices you might be making for family, that they're going to be rewarded, and that there are some elements to whatever the situation is that you have not seen yet. There may be a trip that clarifies things for you. And yeah, I feel like this is also a time of deep soul searching for you between the Sphinx and between the Hermit. So you may be trying to figure a lot of things out, but I feel like there's a lot of ancestral stuff that you're working on right now, or maybe just certain connections to the past that you are, you're trying to get out of a certain mindset or a certain way of being. But all this is doing is assuring you that maybe things are not as bad as they look. And and there definitely seems to be this sense that any kind of sacrifices that you've been making in the name of what's just, tired as you are, will be rewarded. So I hope this reading was helpful, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified about these videos. Every subscription and every like and comment all helps this channel to be more visible and to grow. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you at the end of the month.